especially in my home territory up here. But we will try to keep around 200 religious power so that we can, once it's finished, start saving here. Good? Okay. And yeah, I usually just upgrade the citizens. Okay. So around there is fine. It'll go back up quickly enough. Ban witchcraft? Omen duration? Yes, please. Yeah, the omens are also a cool idea here. I guess that is the number one reason that you would keep the corruption low, though. Is it really does increase the amount of power points you need to do anything. Revolt and Medium. Whoa, I'm not losing that money. Stability and legitimacy. Nah, it's worth it just taking the religious and military power hit. Which is really, yeah, the only reason you care about the ruler's corruption rate. You might also want to care about the governors, because I'm pretty sure they start siphoning money off from what it could go over here if you don't pay attention to them. But generals and that kind of thing, not really as necessary. Get a couple more buildings going over here. And yeah, the last ruler had practically no oratory power. That took forever to start any war at all. It was very frustrating. We're about halfway on our integration of these guys. Yeah, so I believe Carthage starts with, holy cow, you grew huge. Yeah, because all of this was different states before. Now it is all Carthage. Got another omen. We're gonna go for taxes. I mean, I got tons of manpower, so it's not really necessary. Mostly I'm keeping high manpower because I'm worried about these guys. I got 155 cohorts. I got 201. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's the oratory power I needed. Okay. So we'll be taking over Kush here in a second. In preparation to slow that speed down. They earn more money, but who cares if you have just between... Yeah, I mean, if they still have high corruption, but they're also way higher on, like, civic skill, I'm not going to care. But if I get the chance between someone who is corrupt and someone who's not, who has the same skill, I'm going to go for the guy who's not corrupt. I mean, they'll probably become corrupt sitting in the office. Aggressive expansion? Yes, please. And war. Oh, right. We're breaking that truce. Oops. Which... Oh. I made a mistake. That was not great. But we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Good explanations. I try to explain this because I remember watching plenty of streams and being like, what's going on? Yeah, I messed up there. I didn't realize that breaking a truce would do that much damage. I actually want you over here. So the idea here is, because we have the narrowness, is I use 2 armies to go in the front and take over the stuff with 1 in reserve who can come and reinforce when there's an attack if necessary. Although he has 6 cohorts, so that's probably not very necessary. And I got my little ally over here. You're not much help, but you're here. You're doing your thing. And yeah, you know what? We'll see with the money. I think we have a couple decisions that we can enact with just cash, and I really would like to see them. There's only 1 fort. I'm thinking about just beelining it right there. And if he's only got 6 cohorts, why not? Start the siege, get this done. Disloyal. Right, because we now have the war exhaustion. Let's hit that button a couple times. We'll have to give it the military power, yeah, but it was about to start some revolts, and we're not dealing with that if we can avoid it. And you move up here. I guess we can go up to speed 3. I mean, they're not that dangerous. Yeah, there's their army. I really gotta start putting some heavy infantry into my army groups. That was the whole point of going to war with Kush over here, was to get the iron, but haven't really utilized it at this point. Alright, and yeah, now we're just going to be sitting here for a while, so up to speed 4. I lost so much stability. And I just went on a whole rant about how stability is great, and you always want it, and then now I have -2 stability. I didn't even listen to my own rule that I just explained. Oh. I'm so mad at myself. Did I hit the wrong thing? Oh yeah, I went at conversions. Granary. Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows if there's like a right build order for buildings in a province. I go market, then granary, then kind of just what I think the province needs at that point. There's probably a specific one that you should do, but I don't know. Alright, siege is 1. Which all these areas will be taken automatically, so... No, you go over here. We're going here. Crush their army down here. Ugh. I don't want to go into bankruptcy right now, especially with our low stability. I might need that money. Early games marketplace. Alright, here. I'm going to pause it so I can actually read it. Early games marketplaces to push civilization and cash. Once the cities get big marketplaces, barracks is mostly early game. Yeah, that's what I thought. I put marketplaces everywhere early game. Oh yeah, you also need those granaries, because I believe if you don't, it tends to cause an immediate slave revolt, which... So, yeah. I do kind of like watching these. This is probably the best battle watching of all the Paradox games. I mean, it doesn't really represent what's going on in the field, but it's still interesting to watch. You're going to come over here, get slaughtered. And you know what? I'm going to send you back over here. You can go back down to your position over here. And you about midway up the Nile. Because we are done at this point. Kush is conquered. Pause for a second so we can get this all sorted out. Sue for peace. I want all of it, and all of it. And I like all the money you have. Give it a second to process. I will take the popularity right now. Hit that and this. So we don't have a chance of revolt here. Make our name even bigger. And so yeah, it's next to these blue guys over here. We're almost there actually, so I'm only going to use 2 of these Stratiuses at the moment. And if you want to build early, try to maximize the movement of slaves. Yeah, that's something I haven't actually played with much, because slaves increase production. So you want more slaves in areas with high stuff that you want produced more, like iron and grain and that kind of thing. Alright, there we go. Lots of marketplaces going on. Yeah, I very much like to go over here and turn on the province map mode and focus on each province building kind of projects at a time. It just kind of helps sort out the map. Alright, so most of the culture is still Macedonian, or still Egyptian, but we're getting there. Most of the religion is Hellenistic, though. So, that's nice. Yeah, slaves surplus is what makes some capital provinces ridiculous. Yeah, like Alexandria here. She produces glass. Kind of important, good for money and that kind of thing. But she's where all my slaves end up. I have 38 slaves in this place, and I had more before I turned them all into freemen. So actually, put on speed 1. What on earth might I want around here? That's not bad. Vegetables, not super necessary. Now, you can only move people around in a province, right? Like if I go over here, click on slaves, and move, it's only to this province, in somewhere in it. You are the one that's has more iron, horses, so with the trading you can get 10% more discounts. Wild game. Don't have elephants or iron or wild game, so I have to use 6 trade routes to get... Oh yeah. Trade, I think, needs something to be kind of fixed. I don't exactly love their trade system here. It's very tedious. And I don't know, I see what they're trying to do. I'm just not super into the plan. Another market. So how much religious power to get the next one? 129. We're almost there for the next war. This time I'm going to read everything before clicking that button. Triumph cost, change government policy. I mean, none of these seem all that interesting. Does anyone have any opinion? Decrease military tech investment, trireme discipline, civ tech investment, capital trade routes. I mean, that one's been here forever. I actually like the trade in here. Some monetary tech speed. I mean, no one's got any other opinions. Alright, tech speed it is. And so if I click down here, this would drop our stability by 2, which we're not going to do, hopefully. Back up to speed 3 here. It was the province policy cost. Huge one. Yeah. Which, I mean, there's some things I like and some things I don't like about the game, but it's a Paradox game. It will be changed. That's just kind of what happens to Paradox games. I remember Stellaris, when it first came out, it looks nothing like what Stellaris looks like now. It's kind of mind-boggling how much it changed. Alright, so almost there for our oratory power here. Which actually, I'm kind of really just excited to see what they change about this. Still waiting. Still auto-saving. I think I should probably space that out more. Between auto-saves. Researcher. Which reminds me. Do I have the best people? No, I don't. I think I would rather be over here. Go ahead. Take what you want. Give me that money. There it is. I don't know why that's always has to be so incredibly loud, but it is, and it... let's go spend just a second here and, I'll bring out the music a little bit. Hopefully, no one's ears have been hurt by that. I'm trying to get the sound right, but it always seems to be just slightly off. Market. I mean, I'm building the markets, but we don't have a problem with civilization rating. Look at it. I mean, we have some problem over here because this is our territory. But there's no barbarians spawning over here anyway. I mean, this one I think is permanent. It will not move, even depending on what civilization rating you get. It just sticks there the entire time. Right, we're probably ready to go. Pause. War goal, take... This won't drop our stability. I'm making sure to read the right things this time. Okay, let's go. Processing. Oh, they gained a lot more cohorts all of a sudden. So I'm going to pull you down here. And in preparation, pull you up there. I still think we're going to win, but just in case. It's not much to take anyway, though. I don't know why it immediately gives them a war score of 1. That's what I thought. And we have a fort right there. What is this? Discover that the Levant local power of Judea has canceled their military access. Okay. Oh, do you not have a commander? No, you don't. How did that happen? Yes, you. Yeah, the most important thing for generals, though, is loyalty. Who's the more loyal general? Oh, he's locked. Oh, and that doesn't look great, but... do that, and we got him. Nope. Alright, we gotta get some of these military tech investments unlocked so we can see what else is under here. Our side might win, so they're not entirely sure. There we go. I mean, they have just light infantry. Right, and there's their capital, which they have a fort at. So yeah, you can just go back. You go back to where you are. I won't need you over here. We got this. Speed 4, just get this going. Victory. We'll still win this one because they have no morale. Nice and easy. Yeah, they're just wiped out instantly. Alright. Very good. Increased. Now we're back to 0. some more markets built. More trade routes. Take this over. You're a little scary, but we'll be fine. Now, the only thing is this place isn't colonized, so we'll have to deal with that at some point. Another governor. Yeah, like here. He's got corruption. He doesn't same power. He's actually more loyal, too. So I definitely would go with him over the other guy. No, I'll just lose this. The military power and religious power are just 1,000 gold is just not worth it to lose. We'll deal with that in a second. Attack them from two sides here. Advanced civ tech, bridges. Well, if I do want to change any government policies, this might be nice to have. I think I will take it and mess around in there for a while. Although it's still, we want to save up oratory power and take some more territory. You're taking your sweet old time to get here. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's using the right strategy. That's why he's winning. Or, well, not winning, but doing so well. Alright, you only have 5,000 left. Yeah, we're going to send you back. And I think we need another army made. So, get a Pesseratoid going over there. Build an army around that. There we go. All done. Nice, simple, easy war. And sure, I'll take the popularity. So, skirmish. Four of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and then you got a little bit of corruption, but you're fine. Plus, you got a much better rating. Province policies will help you stabilize your nation's long-term civilization. Yeah.